Hello, I'm Martin. I am a science fiction writer, and I am going to talk to you today about the 5 things I learned doing this year's NaNoWriMo. I finished on Saturday, the 25th of November, with 50,000 words written and finishing my 83,000 word novel, which was only supposed to be 75,000. I've never been a overwriter before. This is new and exciting. First thing I learned was write shorter sprints. I find it much easier to just focus for a short period of time and get my writing down. What I usually do is go for about 15 or 20 minutes, but what I changed that to was writing in 10-minute bursts, which I found much easier to fit in, and I would write faster than I would during a longer sprint. The other thing it makes this easier to do is point 2, which is spread it throughout the day. So instead of having to do my day job, then get home and try and hit 2,000, 3,000 words, tip from my earlier video, front load your workload so you do much more in the first week. Rather than do that, I simply spread it throughout the day. So if I had time in the morning, get 10 minutes in before I start, another 10 at lunchtime, and I've already got 2 sprints in and only need to do 1 or 2 that evening, which is much easier. Tip number 3 would be outline as much as you can in advance. So I have an outline for my whole book, but before I write a scene, I will come up with a couple of sentences just so I know exactly what I need to hit in that sprint. And rather than doing that on the day, I would try and do it for the week going forward or the next few days. And that meant when it came to writing, it was all planned out. So I just had to find those few minutes to write and not worry about what I was writing because it was all written out for me. The other thing was to balance things. So if I had a day where I was doing a lot of traveling, I would write less, and if I was working from home, I would write more on those days, which meant I didn't have to worry about hitting the same number of words. So on days I was busy, I didn't have to write as much as days when I was quieter. And tip number 5 would be morning sprints make all the difference. As I said, I would spread my sprints out throughout the day. Usually I would write in the evening, which is great when you have less to hit in a day, but when you're coming home and you're trying to hit thousands of words, it's very tiring. So for the first time in a long time, I started writing in the mornings. I've never been someone who could just get up and write. I tend to be quite groggy of the morning. So having it all planned out and just being able to look on my phone and knowing exactly what the scene was meant I could hit 500, 1,000 words before even getting out of bed, which is a fantastic feeling. If you enjoy science fiction, there's still time to pre-order my next book, The McMurdo War, written under my shared pen name of Bradley Lejeune, releasing on the 28th of December. Check it out.